Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed. Yes, I'm back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. And I'm going to do them fast. I know I'm back in the cider shed, but this has to be quick. Also, I've had some technical issues. I tried doing this once already, had some issues, so I'm doing it again. So I have to do it even faster than I was going to do it the first time. I'm going to do 2 ciders from the same producer from 2022-ish. And they are from Butford Organic, Martin Harris, and we have Kingston Black, hailed by some as the king of British cider apples, and Dabinett, hailed by some also as the king or a king of British cider apples. Bit of sharp for the Kingston Black, bit of sweet for the Dabinett. We'll do the Dabinett second because, I'll tell you why, it says on the label, ingredients, a blend of freshly pressed juice from 2021 Kieved Dabinett and 2022 Dabinett. So, this is a blend of 2 years. It's got Kieved in, which means there'll be residual sugar, there'll be some sweetness. This, however, that will not be the case. This will have more acidity because it is a Kingston Black and it's a bit of sharp. So I expect this to be drier and sharper and this to be a little less dry and not quite as sharp. Interesting note on this one, it says ingredients, a blend of freshly pressed juice, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say organic ingredients. On this one, it says organic ingredients, freshly pressed apple juice. That's because Martin used a Kieving kit, which you add enzymes and salts, basically minerals, to help Kieve your cider, in his case Dabinett, but they're not licensed organic. So the Soil Association wouldn't let him call it organic because he had put it in to Kieve his cider. So he had a bit of a fight with him, didn't go too well. In the end, he was like, sod it, I just won't put organic on there. Doesn't bother me. I mean, crikey, it's his own orchards. He handpicks. He doesn't spray. It couldn't be done any better than he does it. You know, whether it's got organic on the label or not, I do not care. But on that note, let's get on with it and try the Kingston Black. Into the cider salon glass. There you go. Kingston Black. Let's pour it out. Like I said, I've got to be quick. So what we got a hazy Kingston Black. It's not brassy at all. It's like a straw gold. But there's the haziness. You can see. Got me thingamajig again. Needs cleaning. But anyway, there you go. You see that? So yeah, not much amber in that at all. It's very much a gold. Let's smell it. So a hint of malic acid on the nose, I want to say. Hint of greenness. Some sort of foresty green smells as well, though, rather than malic green smells. They're like green as in, you know, grass and trees and so forth. And skins as well, like apple skin. It's quite nice nose, I have to say. Fragrant, perfumey, really good. Quite rich, nice nose. These aren't super cold, which is better for tasting. But I'll probably, if I was drinking for pleasure, I'd have them a bit colder, I think. But you've got to get more flavour out of them. I think this is, I said this was 6.1%. Yeah, so pretty boozy. Nice nose though. It smells a bit apple pie-y. Merest hint of a prickle. There's been a tiny bit of fermentation involved, but I mean hardly any. Plenty of acid on this. Apple skins. I'm getting like a slight Granny Smith character, mixed with a hint of yogurtiness. So malic and sort of lactic. You know, lactic is like half the acidity, so double the pH of malic. So when it goes through malolactic fermentation, you'll get a softening of that acidity. No farminess on this to speak of though, which is often a byproduct of that malolactic fermentation, as I understand it. Yeah, smells fruity. It smells really appley and fruity and clean. That's what it smells like. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Low tannin, very little tannin on the front. Low stringency, no leatheriness on the back, just pure fruit character. That's what I want to say about this. And there's nothing wrong with that. And bone dry. If you like dry white wines, this is the kind of thing you want. And it's half the alcohol, but plenty of flavour. Yeah, nice. Right. One down. Tick. Next up, Dabinett. So, discovered by, I think, William Dabinett. I think in Somerset. And I think at the end of the 19th century or the beginning of the 20th. Something like that. We've had this loads of times. So in theory, I should know by now, but I've got limited RAM. If I learn a new thing, I have to forget an old thing, right? I've reached that age. I've reached capacity mentally. So I can't keep up with all the new facts I learn. So yeah, there you go. But I'll put it on the screen anyway. Let's pour it out and have a look. Okay, this has got more colour to it. It's got that sort of amber, which suggests to me that they were left to mass. They were scratched and left to sit a bit longer. These apples, so they've got more oxidations, a lot more colour. I'm going to suggest that. I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to suggest it, which will give you more yield from your fruit. I think traditionally, if you were going to keeve, you'd have to do that anyway. But he's used the keeving kit, which is why he can't call it organic. So I'm not sure you would have to leave it for the length of time you'd have to leave a keeve cider traditionally. But if you look at like French ciders which are keeved, they've always got that amber colour. Always got that amber colour. Because it's traditional to sort of leave them and let them sort of oxidise, but for the enzyme to start working and so forth, which will give you the keeve. Let's smell it. It smells richer and sweeter on the nose. It's slightly more honeyed. Orange is a classic Dabinett aromatic / flavour. Absolutely is. It's one of the. I'm not great at identifying individual varietals of apple. I'm just not, because for me, every vintage and every producer always produces something different. So it's very hard to find something that connects them all. But with Dabinett, orange, I get it all the time. So look out for it. But yeah, orange, almost like a pithy orange character. Slight hint of like a sauteed apple, some brown sugar and butter, which is something you'd associate with keeving. I don't know what the proportion of keeved cider is in this, but I'm getting some hints of keeved in that sort of like baked character. Smells great. It smells softer and rounder, less acid than the Kingston Black. Let's try it. Again, tiny prickle. It's not absolutely still, almost not quite. Yeah, this has that residual sugar. Absolutely does. Not loads by any stretch. In fact, it probably tastes a bit sweeter because it had this slightly drier, tartar cider first. So the sugar feels more pronounced in this. But if you like a dry cider, do not worry. You can drink this fine. It's got a minimal residual sugar in it, but it's nice. It's got that caramelized sort of burnt sugar character to it. Getting hints of that orange as well. That sort of sharp, dry. It's like a pithy orange, marmalade-y kind of character. It's not like a really sweet orange juice. It's drier than that, but it's absolutely there. Nice mouthfeel on this. What was the booze on this? 6.4. Yeah, and that's with residual sugar still in it. So there's some sugar in these Dabinett for sure. But you still, yeah, the apple character. I'm talking about orange and stuff, but over the top, you absolutely get that lovely apple character. And it's not too much like sweated apple, aged apple, kept apple. It's sort of got a freshness to it as well. Nice. Yeah, I mean, for me, because I like sugar, I'm going to go for that one over that one. But that's got brilliant, pure, concentrated fruit expression. It really does. Hardly any tannins in this either, though. I mean, maybe the merest soft tannin, astringency on the teeth at the front. Not really any leathery at the back. Again, super fruity, with hints of that, you know, that baked character that I discussed. But both good ciders. And if you like still cider, you should try these. You really should. I will sell you them if you want on the website, but not in this size. You'd have to get a big bottle of 750ml because that's all I've got. There you go, guys. Sorry that was so fast, but I'm back in the cider shed. I'm very happy about it, and you're welcome. Okay, next time. Until then, cheers.